Hello, you're watching a tutorial video for the AI Writer. I'm going to click on here just to create a new task. My keyword will be Elden Ring. If I wanted to scrape content from additional sources that might not appear on the initial Google search, I can paste them here. Today's search will be in the United States and I'm just going to process English content. Google search, just normal search. And search result limit, I'm going to set to 50 just to save a bit of time. I do want to find some people also ask. I'm going to leave it at the default settings. I'm going to click on Run, and you can see the task log has been selected automatically for me already. Running, and I'm going to let this go ahead and find my content. Now that the AI Writer has finished running, let's say status done. Now to edit the task, I want to click on the edit button, but if I actually want to start writing content, I want to click on the write article button here. So this is the AI Writer interface. On the left hand side, you have some metrics that score your article for completion. You have a list of recommended keywords you should use in your article. And if I scroll down, you see this little section here is where I can customize the prompt that gets sent to the AI Writer. And at the bottom here, I can filter content and set the HTML of this article. Moving to the right hand side, this is where you actually start writing the content. And the best way to demonstrate is to go through the workflow of doing that. So I'm going to start by adding a section to my article. And the section is going to give me a list of headings I should use. So let's try what is stealth. Because I enabled people also ask scraping, here is a list of people also ask found from Google, so this is a good way of kickstarting another article. So let's choose this section here. As you see, as I'm adding sections, it's crossing them out and it's actually keeping track of what I've used. Now I can reset at any time what sections I've used by clicking on this button here that says clear used history. I'm going to go and close this modal by clicking either on this close button or just outside. Now we have our two sections. The first section was the added from the heading, and another section was the found from Google people also ask. There is no content for my first section, and I have two options here. I can generate content using the AI Writer, or I can also add scraped content by clicking on sentence. So when I click on that, you can see a list of all sentences that were scraped from Google. Now I can click on these to add them to my article. I can also filter sentences, and just like before, I can clear my used history. You can see that the sentences have been added to the section. Now when I look on the left hand side, you'll see that some of the metrics have updated. So the word count has increased, and where I've used recommended keywords, they have been highlighted. Now at any time, I can edit these keywords by clicking here on select keywords. You see a modal which shows these currently recommended keywords. I have a list of other one-word keywords that are recommended, 2 words, and also 3 words. I can also choose to import my own keywords if I want. If I want to remove any keywords, I just click on them, so Martin will go. And instead, I'm going to scroll down and add Elden Ring as a keyword. Click close or just click outside the modal. Now I'm going to clear the content in here by clicking on and deleting it. And I'm going to show you how to use the generate function. So here we have the generate button, which actually takes this prompt from this section here. And the default section prompt will be using the article keyword and the section heading, which is stealth in Elden Ring, generate me some article content. So I'm going to click on the generate button. Now for macros, when you scroll down, here's a list of preloaded macros that come with the program. I can actually add, edit, and delete the AI prompt templates. So for example, if I were to click on a title for article keyword, and I click edit template, I can choose to add a new macro or change what this says, and click save. Now that the article is finished being written for me, I can see it appears here, what is Elden Ring. Once I'm happy with the output of my article, I can go onto the rewrite tab Here I can choose to rewrite or translate my content. Any changes I make here actually don't go and reflect back onto the original article here, which is why we have the reload mechanic, so you can make changes and go back to where you were before. If you do make changes and you do like the changes made, you can click on save here to save that content to your hard drive. And finally, we have the output of the previewed spin content on the right hand side. Easier to see if I do a quick spin, click on refresh spin, you can see that the content is changing. And I can choose to export this particular version of the spun article by clicking here on the export button. Going back to the generate tab, at the top here I have controls to change the formatting of any text. I can choose to insert some bullet points. There are some additional controls for the sections. I can promote a section to the top or bring it back down. I can also choose to delete sections if I want. Scrolling down, I'm just going to quickly cover these two buttons at the bottom. The first one is filter content. This is where I can choose to remove sentences or keep sentences which I think are relevant to my article. So let's say, for example, I don't want any sentences with the word runes. Remove runes, apply filter, and notice that the sentence has disappeared. Going back, we have finally save HTML. So all the content that you write, you can export it by clicking on this button here. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. SEO@contentmachine.com on our website. Contact us.